Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of Hell, or specifically Manga Hell, and today we will be reacting to the newest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1027, Danger Beyond Imagination. Ooh, sounds like we're finally gonna get some drama or some stakes in this arc, finally. It's kind of risky to give. It's kind of surprising how long took Oda to actually give some stakes into this battle. Because let's be real here, the stakes right now are very low. I mean, the list of enemies is literally like Kaido, Queen, King, Hawkins. I think three numbers are still around. Apu, I think, is still conscious, and Fukurokuju and Big Mom. Like those are like the only problems I would say there still even are, and even the numbers are a bit stretching it. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the numbers was already taken down. It's just that we didn't know it was a number or something. I mean, wasn't it like a giant Titan size like a beast pirate outside of Onigashima when the Straw Hats entered something? So yeah. But anyways, enough being around the bush. Let's get into this chapter already. So the fan art, well, the fan request is Roger drawing on a lion as he runs from the lion, as I'm guessing, seeing Shanks and Buggy on a tree, and I'm not sure. It looks like Shanks and Buggy are crying, so maybe they would want to draw on it, but Roger took the blame because of the lion. I don't know. But anyways, the first page we get is Carrot and Wanda's reaction after Nekomamushi defeated Perospero with Sicilian also there. And then we have Kevin like, Boss Cat Viper, as she jumps on him and cocks him. And then Nekomushi's like, hey, be careful, you don't turn Sulong. For some reason the moon's out again. That's convenient. So literally, it was like 1 second. Whoa, if Pesper managed to last at least for a second, he would probably survive this. Oh, to be fair, he's probably still alive, but still. And then we have, Yamato thinking. I read about this in the journal when Roger and Whitebeak met in combat. And then I guess no, the sky is still clear. As Yamato and Momonosuke look in the air as we see the Conquerors clash that Kaido and Luffy similar to Roger and Whitebeard. As Yamato continues with the heavens split open. And then we get some people's reaction be like, what just caused that rumbling? Whoa, what's happening up there? And then we see both looking at each other. And then we have to be like, that funnel Bagua. I thought I blocked it, but I didn't even come close. And we see some blood on Yamato's hands and still shaking. As Luffy's like, Yamo! Huh? As she notices it. And Luffy's like, help that coward out. As Momonosuke responds, who are you calling a coward? As Luffy's like, you, come on, Momo, shape up. As Momonosuke starts screaming at him, he's like, shut up, I know what I have to do, but people do not just change their nature in minutes. Which is true, Luffy. Like, you should expect Yamato to still need some time before he'll be able to do all the things that you need him to. And then we have Yamato jump on Momonosuke's like, and she's like, you'll be alright, Momonosuke. I'm with you. Sorry about leaving you earlier, said earlier. As Momonosuke takes a note of it. And then Kaido looks at Yamato and Momonosuke. It says their names and then goes to strike them. He's like, where do you think you're going? As Momonosuke like, yeah. And then we have Momonosuke be like, come on, Mom, Kiku, give me straight. I promise I'll do my part. As we get a bit of a flashback, Kinemon be like, take Momonosuke and flee. As we see Momonosuke is standing on something, but in that falling off the cliff. As Yamato's like, "Hey, Momonosuke," as Yamato blocks Kaido's strike as he starts to scream, and then Luffy pops back in, uses his feet to tie around Kaido's neck to, I guess, pull him back. And then Luffy's like, "Yamo!" As Yamato then responds with, "I know you want this to take this one yourself, don't you?" And then we have Luffy being like, "Yeah," with a smile. And then Momonosuke falls down, and then and Yamato's like, "Momonosuke!" As Momonosuke starts to scream, "Ah, I'm gonna die!" And then Yamato's like, "Grab this guy!" As Momonosuke like, "Grab it?" And then Yamato explains, "Just don't fly, remember?" So yeah. Now something I should mention before we get to the next panel is this is not really getting the stakes more involved. Like, this is supposed to be like the final battle between Kaido and Luffy's like, "Yeah, I won this solo." Like, this is the reaction. Like, this is like the same face. I think it's like similar to how he was after he defeated Katakuri, and Sanji was like, "Oh, you defeated them." And Luffy's like, "Yeah, I did." So it's a bit weird that we are getting this kind of expression like right now. Shouldn't this be like with this moment like Kaido? Not like, "Yeah, I'll take you down 1v1. Kind of weird, honestly. And then we have Momonosuke getting ready to scratch, and he's like, "Huh?" And then Yamato's like, "You clear the cloud, then grab him." And then in Momonosuke's hand, a cloud's being made. He grabs it, and then he starts to fly a bit. I guess Momonosuke didn't exactly know how he was flying. I guess he just assumed it was going normally. A bit weird that he was able to get up there, but I guess it's more instinct than normal than anything else. And I was like, "And race through the sky. That's what a dragon does." And then Momonosuke like, "I'm flying. Those clouds are called oh, I was like, those clouds are called flame clouds." And then we have Yamato and Momonosuke getting against below Onigashima. As I was like, "Huh?" And Yamato screams then, "Get away from the island!" As then Yamato was like, Momonosuke like, "Eek!" As Yamato then slashes them away. And then Momonosuke like, "Huh?" The island's starting to collapse. As we see the battle of Onigashima, and it's starting to fall apart. And then Yamato's like, "Could it be that Kaido's power is weakening and that's making the flame clouds unstable? They're not able to support the rock and it's cracking and falling away." I think it's more likely that, it's very close to where to the flower capital, and Kaido just stopped caring about this point. So he's just gonna let it go out. But then, anyways, yeah, Momonosuke is surprising the voice of reason here, and he's like, "It's a disaster waiting to happen. I won't let it go to the flower capital. It turned big in order to stop this island." As then Momonosuke just crashes into the rock, or maybe a rock crashes onto him. And then Yamato says something like, "That's not gonna work, Momonosuke." And I was like, "Huh?" And he's like, I was like, "But there's no time. Just look, the capital is so close. We will arrive in no more than 5 minutes." And we can help Shao Momonosuke and Onigashima. And then I was like, "Then make more flame clouds. Create a gigantic dragon again like clouds, and that's how he's moving this island through the air." And he's like, and I was like, "The only thing that can push it back is even stronger flame clouds." And everyone was like, "What you speak of is impossible. I only just learned how to fly." Which is kind of true. And Yamonsuke does have a good point. Like, remember, I am limited here, people. I'm not well trained with this. Which is true. I mean, I think like Momonosuke didn't even have his doubtful for that long. I think like, what, 2 or 3 months at most? So, yeah. Then, uh, and then Momonosuke's like, "And I may not have the same power as Kaido either." And then I was like, "You made flame clouds, didn't you? I know you can do this." And then Momonosuke's like, "The situation is much more dangerous than we imagined." Oh, is that just the danger? Like the Onigashima falling apart? Seriously? I guess it's kind of more dangerous in terms of like body count, but like I thought we were all gonna see like, but I thought most people agree that it's gonna be like a visual of Momonosuke like holding the Onigashima up in the air or something. I'm not exactly sure why that's not the case. And but anyway, someone was saying like, even if it settles down on land, the way Kaido envisions there will be terrible losses within the city. And you know, Momonosuke's like, and in the worst case, if Kaido should succumb first, the flame clouds will vanish and Onigashima will plummet to Earth. So yeah. So I'm guessing if Kaido is getting the V in this arc, I'm guessing that Momonosuke is going the last second going to like grab it and hold it as on Kaido is the V or something. I'm not sure how this is gonna go in terms of the page count. And then we get I want to be like, there is an incredible stockpile of weapons within the island and explosives. And once like, and Mamoto Onigashima might as well be a giant bomb in this distance. There's no way the citizens can evacuate in time. And mostly like again, as we see like a panel of the helicopter or everyone being laughing and chatting and whatever. And the Yamato's like, if the iron falls, everyone will perish, friend or foe alike. As Monster's like, what? Then maybe we should stop Luffy and then Yamato grabs Kanombo as in hits Momonosuke in the head like, don't be stupid, yeah! You want to stop the man putting everything on his back and standing in the line of danger for everyone? Well, to be fair, it's not like there's been much danger in the last couple of chapters, and all honesty, like seriously, things have been going pretty well for like the last couple of months. Anyways, we got a panel of Hybrid Kaido versus Base Luffy. And yeah, then we have Amateur again continuing with a bunch of pictures of the people in the flag up to be like, no one but Luffy can beat Kaido. We can't tell him about this. We have to get through this danger without anyone finding out. Which may mean we're actually gonna get this like not before the defeats. I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna go. And then we cut to the performance floor Skull Dome, and we see like a bunch of people getting sliced up by a bunch of wing blades, and be like, yeah, get down, Master King's totally lost it. As then we see them flying, as we see like a building being sliced, we see another one, we get Zoro blocking it, he's like, as we get a close up of King's eyes. And then we see King seemingly has changed his arms and wings are like the giant pterodactyl wings and using them to like slice around everywhere. And then we see where Frankie was, and we see Zoro being sent to him, and Frankie knows it, and he's like, what? As he then grabs Zoro, he's like, Zoro! The Arsenal, so it's actually Zoro. And Frankie's like, what happened to you? And Zoro's like, huff, huff. Man, he's strong, but of course he is. And Frankie's then like, what's happening out there? And Vegas also says, you want help? And Enzo's like, no, no need. Please, please. And then we got back to the king and queen, and King Queen's like, damn it, king, knock it off with that chaotic attacks. You sliced my butt. Wait, what? You sliced my butt? Is that mean he sliced something? I think even funny is that we see actually a bunch of like beast flowers in the air, legs in the air, and King's then like, I wish I had sliced your neck. And then he's like, what? And then we get also the beast pirates, and I'm guessing also the samurai be like, Pirate Hunter Zoro just damaged King's mask. Which is true. Like we see even from this panel, we do see a bit of a crack in his horns. And then we get like a bunch of the soldiers being like, oh, no wonder he snapped. As we see Frankie and Zoro look at him as King is approaching there in like a very badass, honest panel where I'm just approaching slowly and coming there. And then we have some of the beasts. After all, nobody knows what King's face looks like. Oh, make your gimp jokes here, everyone. Make your gimp jokes here. And then Zoro's like, sorry, Frankie, you gotta stand back. And then Frankie like just runs away. He's like, you got it. Good luck, man. and then King jumps off and goes in it like a boomerang looking thing directly at Zoro. And then I'm guessing King starts to use his Imperial Archer as Zoro then counters with Three Sword Style Ultra Tiger Hunt. And then we see King's wings like slashing in as Zoro holds it, and we see like a furious King, and there seems to be like the mask that's been damaged a bit spot, and that being like stronger than Zoro and sending it backwards through multiple buildings and walls, similar to Perospero, and saying I'm completely outside. On probably the opposite side, as we see Zoro coughing out blood a bit, as we see King approach again, he's like, and Zoro's like, huh? As King then be more serious and then sends him again backwards, and he's like, and Zoro's like, huh? Wait! And then Zoro's like, I'm falling! Two sword style! Clearer! As that he uses that slice, I'm guessing, from the shockwave from his side ice to prepare himself backwards. As I was like, oof, phew, huff, 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 wheeze, wheeze. That was close. And I was like, at least let me die by a sword, by the sword. Show a little respect. Though you already established that King isn't a swordsman, so I'm not sure why that would matter to him. And you could kind of view it as him you dying by a sword. I mean, it depends on how you consider these types of things, though. I'm not sure with Pterodactyl's wings or pierce where he counts on the blades. And then we have King in the for the fight panel, King being like, "I would ask the same of you." That's weird to say, as I wouldn't have expected. But anyways, so yeah, we also see a bit more of King's face, well, a bit more of King's head. But honestly, it's not even that much. Just a cracked horn and a little bit hair. Like you can tell that his hair seems to be more of a lighter color and has a bit more of a darker skin tone. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like it's gonna end up being like red because of the more demonic imagery or something like that. But yeah, that seems to be about it for it. Nothing special to it, honestly. So yeah, that was pretty much the setup chapter of for One Piece chapter for One Piece. So yeah, it was pretty much nothing, honestly. I was kind of expecting with the title, gotta be a little more danger, a little more stakes in it. Since let's be real here, like the Oni virus beforehand, the flower capital is gonna fall. It's just kind of like a moment for us capital to do. Nothing really all that spectacular. Like, don't get me wrong, the imagery is gonna be great. The moment itself is probably gonna be like insanely dramatized. It'll be a great moment. Don't get me wrong. But just saying, in fact, it might even be like how we're gonna end Act 3. But I personally do not see like the drama of it. I don't get like the why the stakes are now bigger. I guess King getting off his ass and starting to be a fucking narco commander is a bit, but that's pretty much it for it. Honestly, nothing really all that special happens in there. Like all the 3 chapters this week, I would easily say this one is like the most eh. But then again, you are competing with Ilma's sister and an American heroine, so you are kind of screwed here in One Piece. No offense, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you like this video. I hope you leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.